Oh wait, it's not Vietnam. Good morning, Gotham City. How y'all doing, guys? Modern Muppet here. Pretty early in the morning for me. It's about 9 o'clock. Still on my first coffee, but I've got a lot to do today, and I wanted to do a video, so I'm doing one. Got a good commentary for you today, I think. Certainly a good discussion. Subject worthy of discussion. God, this commentary is going to ramble a bit more than my usual ones even. Anyway, the subject of today's commentary is average gamers of the world unite. Now, if you're the type of gamer who, like me, likes to read the forums on games that you're playing, or you're the type of person who watches a lot of YouTube videos about the games that you're playing, you'll probably kind of get a distorted version of reality. Because on the forums, certainly on the Gotham City forums, it seems as if every person on there is a beast. Apart from a handful of people who are quite happy to put their hands up and say, you know what, I suck at this game, but I still enjoy it. Or a few people will say, yeah, you know, I'm okay, but I play for the fun. It seems like most of the people on there are just, you know, these awesome players that put the rest of us mere mortals to shame. And with a lot of YouTube videos. Now, I mean, I know nobody wants to see an endless series of YouTube videos where you're doing rubbish. And it does make it more interesting to watch if there's some decent gameplay going on. But it kind of almost seems to be that certain people never have a bad game, or never have an average game, and you know, all the time they're just these beast players. I mean, look at me just there. I just got stuck on that bit of wall. It's something that you never see, isn't it? You know what I mean? So anyway, yeah, I'm quite happy to say I'm an average gamer. Now, by definition, there has to be more average players than better players. I also think there's lucky and unlucky players. Like, something killed me there, and I don't know what the fuck that was. Was it that guy who was shooting at me because he was facing a different direction on my screen? No, whatever. I'm not going to rage about it. You know, I got killed. I'm used to getting killed in games. But when I watch, like, some people's videos, it's like nothing ever goes wrong for them. Why not? Yeah, how come a lot of people, when they do their videos, just seem to have this endless streak of people who really aren't even trying to kill them? You know, they never really have to work at it. Well, you know what? I do have to work at it. I do. So the odd occasions when you get really good gameplay for me, that's not there to represent my average gaming or my average game ability. It's there to represent me going, woo! I've done well. I am happy that I am an average gamer. When I get MVP, it actually means something, you know, and there is part of me that goes, yay, go me. When our team wins, I don't have a look how well I carried the team feeling. I have a feel-good feeling that I was part of something because everybody on the team counts. You know what I'm saying? Whereas a lot of people just, I don't know, whether it's deserved or not, they kind of have this idea that what they're doing is just worth 10 times more what everyone else is doing, the likes of you and me. Now, in any game, like in anything in life, you're going to get some people at the top and you're going to get some people at the bottom, but most people are going to be in the middle. By definition, the average has to be average. I was going somewhere with that, but I've forgotten what I was going to say. I need to make myself a smoke and have a cup of coffee. That's what I need to do. Oh yeah, so I was going to mention something about sportsmanship. You know, if you are one of these beast players, can you please just stop fucking telling us in the forums about how wonderful you are, about how you carry the team, about how the rest of us are noobs, and about how we're worthless to your gaming experience, right? You're not getting fucking paid for this. You're not going to get a better job through it. You're not going to get a new girlfriend through it. Just fucking play and enjoy the game. If you do well, great. But have some fucking sportsmanship about you. Have some respect for the people that you're playing with. You know, even if they lose, so what? You know, if your team wins and you carried the team, as you like to think about it, so fucking what? People are playing their best. People are doing the best they can and they're out to have fun. And Gotham City Impostors, more than any other game, this game should be about fun. You can take your elitism and you can shove it up your fucking arse. Now look what you made me do. I'm going to have to go and have some calm down tablets because I'm going to blow a gasket. No, I'm not. I'm not on calm down tablets. Alright, seriously, I'm not here to rage and hate on anyone. But enough. You know, there's been a few threads recently on the forums, in the Gotham City forums, where this sort of subject has come up. And enough. You know, if you really want to prove how brilliant you are, oh dear, excuse me. If you really want to prove how brilliant you are, do it with some crazy builds. You know, come up with some fucking really crazy build, and then show us how brilliant you are. Right, while we're talking about builds, there's going to be some people maybe watching this who don't know much about Gotham City Impostors. So I'll tell you a little bit about this build that I'm using. I'm using the speedy body type. That's the smallest body type there is. It does the least damage in melee attacks, and it takes the least damage to kill it. It's obviously the fastest, which is why I play it. I don't like the slow speed that the other character types give you. I am using the boarding party. This is the weapon that shoots out the parrots, because it is just so fucking funny. It is a bit effective, I've got to say. It, you know, it locks onto somebody, and unless they sort of go behind a building or something, like where this truck is, if somebody went behind the truck, you know, I wouldn't be able to lock onto them, and they can lose it. But it is pretty effective. Doesn't do a huge amount of damage, but it's very distracting for the player that lands on. I'm also using the deep freeze gun. Now, the deep freeze gun, you'll see that you have to charge it up. You see that little bar rising there, or that kind of circle thing? You have to charge it up to do maximum damage. And the deep freeze gun in itself doesn't kill anybody. It takes their damage down to 2 if you do enough damage with it. Now, on anything from a tough to below, 1 full shot will freeze them. Excuse me. But burlies and mighties, though, it's going to take at least a couple of full charge shots. You'll see there's a couple of times when I get mighties with it at the big fat bucks. It doesn't do huge amounts of damage, or doesn't freeze them. But it's funny when it does. Deep freeze also does a little bit of splash damage, but they've got to be in contact with what you're hitting. So they've got to be in contact with the floor, for example, and you hit the floor, and it's quite a small radius. So you're better off really trying to go for the actual bodily hits if you can. Using the airspace denier. This is the little doodad that will kind of shock somebody if they're flying above it, or if they're jumping above it. If they're in the air above it, it will put them into this shock animation. But remember earlier on when I said I don't know what kills me? I've got a feeling that that guy who was in a shock animation was still shooting at me because there was no one else around. I'm sorry for the coughing. What else? I'm using wallflower, which stops them showing up on target and goggles, and stops me showing up on the map when I fire my weapon. I think. I always get confused and mixed up about stuff. Anyway, but yeah, it's like a fun build. It's another crazy build. It's something that isn't designed to get you the best kill rate in the game. It's designed for fun. And it's a lot of fun to use. My boarding party is silver at the moment. I'm going to aim to get that gold. I think I've got about another 130 kills or something like that to get with it. Which isn't that easy, because like I say, it doesn't do mass loads of damage. That's kind of why I'm using it with the freeze gun at the moment. Because if I freeze them and the parrot kills them, that's more than party damage. Anywho, we have come to the end of this commentary, and I still managed to get second place. And I don't know why, I was really surprised when this game entered at second place, because I thought I'd done pretty bad. I chose this video to show just because I think it is a fun build and it's a little bit different than you'd normally see. Anyway guys, this is Muppet out. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, remember, rate, like, subscribe, all that kind of doodads. And I'll see you on the other side. Bye!